Audrey, I heard all about what you did recently. You gave your mother a brand new house as a present, right? Congratulations on that. How wonderful. I'm sure she's so thankful for all that money that you spent on the place and is very excited to move in.
Thanks for that. It took a lot of work to get to this point, but I was happy to treat my mom to a new house. The last one we had been living in for so long was way too old for any decent repairs, so we were told it would be best to move out. Unless we wanted to spend almost double what the house was worth fixing it.
I see. I think that kind act you did for her will stay in her memories forever. Now, I have something I want to talk to you about relating to the topic of you getting a new house for your mom.
What does he have to tell me?
You're not actually going to be living in that new house, right? Your mother, as well as my husband and I, will all be living there. Just the three of us. So you'll need to go somewhere else for us.
Excuse me?
As I just said, you're going to have to go and look for a new place to live, please. I'm sure having to look for a new place to live at a time like this will be tough on you, but I know you can find something. And if you had the money to afford a brand new house, then you must have enough to afford a smaller place, too.
Hold on a sec. What the hell is this? I was the one that bought this house, you know. What makes you think you can say things like that?
I do know that. But that place is a present for your mother, right? So that means the new house is your mother's, and she can choose what to do with it and who gets to live there.
I understand that, but this all has nothing to do with you, Kristen. I don't get why you get to live there with my brother and mom and I have to leave. The house is big enough for all four of us to live comfortably there if you really want to move in with us. There's no reason I have to leave for you both to live there.
I understand that I have no right to choose whether I'm allowed to live there or not, and I get that the house is large enough for more than just 3 people, but this happens to be what your mother is wanting.
What? My mom wants this to happen?
Your mother herself said that she wants to be living with your brother and I. You won't have any complaints about something your mom is saying, right?
You're lying, right? My mom has no reason to say something like that. Her and I have been living with one another forever now.
But your mother begs to differ now. She really wants for us two to go and live with her now instead of you. So quit your whining, please, and live with this reality.
I'm not whining about it or anything. Well, why are you acting like you're better than me or something?
Because you have no idea what's going on here. Your mother hates you, yet you still don't seem to get that.
Huh?
She's asking for your brother and I to live with her now, and for you to get out. So would you get lost now? You wouldn't want to piss off your own mother anymore after she just got such a thoughtful present from you, right?
All right, fine. Bye then.
Yay!
Mom? I just heard about this from Kristen a second ago. Are you saying that I seriously can't live in the new house with you now?
I see. So you've already heard about this from her then? I was planning to tell you this in person to avoid all the drama. That's too bad.
What? So wait, you really want me out of the house? Why, Mom? Why do I have to be the one to leave this house now?
I'm sick and tired of you, Audrey.
Huh?
Look, ever since Geoff got married and left us, I have had to live with you, right? Well, I'm tired of the life I've had with you.
No idea why you'd be tired of the life you had living with me, though. Why? What does that mean?
You have to understand just a little bit of what I'm saying here, right? I'm just tired of living with you. I've moved into a new house now and thought this was the best chance to change things up. So I decided to get in touch with Geoff and ask that they come here to live with me so that there could be a change of character back home.
What kind of reasoning is that?
It's not the best explanation of things, I know. But you wouldn't understand how I feel because this whole time you've been with me. Please, just respect what I'm wanting here and leave this house to your brother, his wife, and me.
But I'm the one that just gave you a brand new house as a present, though. You should be happy about that and feel that you owe me something now, right?
You shouldn't be saying something like that to the person you just gave a gift to, you careless woman. I'm the one that gets to decide whether or not I owe you anything in life, right?
I guess that's true considering you control yourself, but I can't agree with what's going on right now. Why the heck are you sick and tired of me, Mom? I don't ever think that there was any problems between you and I. No anger, no sadness. But now I don't know what to think about the relationship we've had.
You should understand very well the kind of relationship we had, and all the feelings that were a part of it. Now, Audrey, when are you going to get married?
Married?
Geoff was able to get married while he was still young to a beautiful woman. Seeing my little boy get married and live on his own for a while like that made me feel so much joy. Especially knowing that the woman he's with now is so kind and sweet to both him and I.
Although her true character is way more crazy than you might think.
But compared to someone like you, you're still not married to anyone yet, let alone not even having a man you call your lover. And all you've done with yourself is live with me. There's no way you'll ever find a man living with me. Are you not embarrassed to still be living with your mother and not having a man at your age?
Is that what you've been thinking of me?
Well, of course it's how I've been thinking. It's embarrassing even for me that you're in your 30s now, yet still have to live with your mom. Especially when I'm the only person you can call your parent, and this whole thing of raising you has been hard on me. Hurry up and get away from me already.
Mom! I was living at home with you all that time for your sake as well, right?
For my sake? Listen, all right, I want for there to be some excitement in my life. You don't even know how to make any jokes when you talk with me, so this whole time living with you has been boring. If you could have at least been entertaining for me, then I might still want you around, but you're not. So just leave me already, Audrey. All right? I'm going to live the life of a celebrity now, so go away.
This is scary, hearing you say those things about me. I might never be able to trust you ever again, Mom. I might never be able to trust anyone because of this.
Stop trying to act like some kind of victim. You were spoiled all your life being allowed to live in my house for over 30 years.
Fine, Mom. But are you really okay with kicking me out of the house now? I think that living with me was your best bet of continuing to have a calm and stable life.
You have no shame, do you? Saying something like that about yourself. Both Geoff and Kirsten are doing very well for themselves, so my future will be fine with them. I'm far better off with them, considering my life living with a single woman in her 30s was so dull and embarrassing.
You're telling me the life I gave you was dull and embarrassing.
Goodbye for now, Audrey. I'm not cutting ties to you or anything. Just that I want there to be some distance between us. You can come back to hang out here whenever you'd like, but you're never living in my house again.
What? What the hell?
We finished moving into the house with your mother. Starting today, the three of us will all be enjoying this brand new house you've gotten for all of us.
Is that so? Good for all of you then. Enjoy living with one another there.
Would you please not get all upset about this? Oh, that's right. I wanted to ask and see if you found yourself a new place to live yet. I happen to have a really good friend who's a realtor, if you'd like me to show you to them.
I have a new place now. You don't have to worry about me anymore. There's something for you. Do you mind if I come over there later with some paperwork I can have for you and Jeff? I feel it would be best that the name of the house is changed so that you guys own it. Right now, the house is still under my name.
That's a good point. You have nothing to do with this house now, so you can stop on by and hand us those documents to sign. Then we can be the owners of this amazing house, and you'll never have a chance of coming back to live here.
Sounds good. How about I come over later today and we can fill out all of these?
We'll be waiting for you then. I guess living on your own has helped teach you how to understand your position in this family, hasn't it? Audrey, there's something I need to check with you about. I'm being asked to pay off this loan for some reason, so do you have any idea what this could be about?
You're asking me what the loan is about?
Well, I'm just asking because this house was already paid for in full by you, right? So that would mean there's no more debt that needs to be paid off, right? And if there is, you should be the one being asked to pay.
Huh? But the ones living in that house right now are you three, right? Why would I have to pay off that loan still when it's not mine to pay anymore?
Because this loan would be under your name. I was assuming that the three of us would get to live in this house for free because of that.
Did you forget something then? 1 month ago, you took my name off of that house and changed it to your own. Those papers also stated in them that the loan for the house would be changed as well to you, and that you needed to start paying it off as the new owner of that house.
What?
You should still have a copy of those papers on you, so go ahead and read through them again. I thought you read all the documents before you signed them, right?
What? How much is remaining to be paid then?
As of right now, I think you still need to be paying $2,500 a month for some time. Can you pay that?
I can't pay that kind of money. That's way too expensive for me. Were you even able to pay that kind of money every month for this house?
I was able to pay it because I happen to work a lot of hours. And actually, I have my own company, although it's all based online, so there's no physical office or anything.
Is that right? I never knew anything about that. Hey, all right, you can come back to this house now. Just as long as you help us pay the rest of this loan off, okay?
I'm sorry, Kristen. I've already gone and moved out of the state. My job requires me to live in New York in order for me to be closer to my customers. The only reason I was still living there was because Mom needed me around, but she told me that she never needed me, so I was out of there.
What? But then, what's going to happen to this house? Even with the three of us bringing in money right now, we can't afford to pay $2,500 a month.
I'm not sure what's going to happen there. I thought you already understood what came along with owning that house and were ready.
But like I was saying, I thought you had paid for this house in full when you bought it.
I did not have that kind of money that could afford to the luxury of buying a new house like that in one payment. You guys are just going to have to figure something out there. I can't do anything else for you now.
Wait a second, Audrey! Hey, Audrey! Stop bullying my precious little Kirsten. You're the CEO of your own company, right? You should be more than capable of paying off that loan for us.
You're the one that started to bully me first, you ass. Kicking only me out of that house after all I did to get it for you?
I never kicked you out of the family, though, right? I told you already that I was sick and tired of living with you was all. And that's why I had you kicked out of this house.
How the hell do you get sick and tired of your own daughter like that? You really are a screwed up mother.
This is my life, and I have the right to do what I want with it. You have no right complaining about what my life is like. Look, Audrey, you bought me this house as a way of being a good little girl for Mommy, right? Well, then make sure you finish the job and pay off this present to me in full.
I don't care about being kind to you anymore, Mom. That feeling of wanting to be a good daughter to you is gone now. I was going to pay off that loan all by myself at first, but then you kicked me out of there without even giving me a choice.
I didn't know that you had to get a loan to afford a house like this. Oh, jeez, you are such a stingy little jerk. I wouldn't call something like this a thoughtful present from you.
What makes you think you can start calling someone like me who can even afford to get a loan in the first place stingy? I like to think that you have no right saying things like that about me when you've been the most useless mother I've ever seen. But at least I don't have to think of you as my mom anymore because those days of calling you family are over.
Then I guess you're no longer my daughter. Geoff seems to have his crap together and knows how to be a good son, but then there's you.
Then why don't you ask that well-behaving and put-together son of yours to pay for the house?
Geoff already went and found a woman and got married, which is more than enough for me. Probably the best gift I've ever received as his mother. All you've done is lived in my house for years and years like a little toxic parasite.
Even though I was the one paying all the bills and groceries.
You were still living with me in my house in your 20s, so of course you had to start paying. You really have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm being told by a woman like you that I have no idea what I'm talking about? Well, so be it. Looks like you're all starting to get all worked up a little after I left the house. So you guys will soon see just how much I did know what I was talking about. Good luck living life with peanut-sized brains like those.
Gosh dang it. You really have to put a stop to the life I could be living right now. What am I going to do about this? Especially when those two have told me they're in debt right now.
Huh? What's this about them being in debt?
Those two ended up failing at whatever business they were trying to open, and that led them into some serious debt. I only heard about this from them a little bit ago, though.
Seriously? Friggin' idiots. So does this mean the two ended up tricking you?
What do you mean they tricked me? Explain yourself right now.
Well, whatever. None of that has anything to do with me now. I hope you'll do your best to get out of that mess now.
Hold your horses! Audrey! Audrey, please listen to me. They are putting interest on our payments now, and we'll need to pay even more. Can you please lend us some money?
Huh? What? What are you going on about this time?
I'm being serious right now. The both of us will keep our promise to you.
I heard something from my mom about this, but you and Jeff ended up having a failed business, it seems. Which then led to you two taking on a lot of debt, right? I'm not sure a woman like her was telling me the truth, though.
Wait, all of that debt will be taken care of right away, so you don't need to worry about it.
Idiot. I highly doubt you'll be able to take care of it, so stop lying. I bet you both lied to my mom to move in there, also you could sell it and use that money to pay off your debts, right?
What? Why? How do you know about that?
Huh? You guys were actually planning on doing that. Frick, man. I know you guys are friggin' crazy and all, but not even I thought that would actually be your guys' plan, and that's why I was just joking then.
Hold on, that was just a joke. Wow.
Cut it out already. You really did think you could take that house and sell it off to make all the money you needed, right? And then you would have just left my mom with no house or nothing? I see. I wonder how you got my mom to believe that she was going to be living like a celebrity with you guys.
We know that with our next business, we'll be able to make loads of money. And once we have all of that money from the booming business, we were going to give you and your mom some of that money as a way of paying you guys back for the house.
You really think I'm going to believe something like that? Anyways, you guys will still be able to pay off that loan, right? Your name is on it now, so I have nothing to do with it anymore.
Wait! I get it now. If you lend us some money, I'll pay you back triple what you've given us. So can you please find some way to wire us the money we need? Please!
I'm sorry, but it's not happening. Just give up on asking me, please. I'm not the kind of woman who loves throwing her hard-earned money away like that.
No way, Audrey! Come on!
Hey, would you freaking stop trying to call me all the damn time? You're the one that keeps trying to call me for all these hidden numbers, right? I'll tell the police about this and we'll have them deal with you if you keep it up.
Please do not do that. You've already gone and blocked all our numbers, so I had to start calling you from other hidden phone numbers. I can't believe you even went and blocked G off like that when he's your own family. Are you really that heartless of a person that you cut ties to all of us?
I am, actually. I had to become heartless in order to save myself from all those headaches. The moment they stabbed me in the back like that, I let go of my feelings for my family and said goodbye. I'm going to block this number of yours as well, and then probably change my number so you can never call me. Understood?
Please, Audrey, listen to what I have to say. Right now, our new business is actually doing very well.
It is.
We've been getting a lot of customers and have so much money now that we can actually breathe again. And that debt we both had from that last business has all been paid off now. So, now that you've heard the good news, would you mind investing in our business?
Investing in it?
Yes! If you can do that for us, we'll pay you back 3 times the amount you put in. How does that sound? I'm sure this all sounds wonderful to your ears, right?
Then tell me why, if you're both doing so well money-wise right now, is my mom in jail for theft?
What?
Every once in a while, some of my friends from back home will send me news articles showing me what's going on around there. Y'all are really just so pathetic. She was caught trying to steal bread from a supermarket. And it wasn't just her that was trying to steal from there, but another man she was with too, who happens to still be on the run. Let me guess, the man still on the run is Jeff?
No, I'm sure that man just has the same looks and first name is all.
If you tell me the truth here, then I might still be willing to help you out with whatever the hell you want.
Really? You're not just saying that to get me to confess?
I'm being serious, but you've already made it clear that you're lying to me right now just by suggesting that I'm wanting you to confess.
Crap. Right now, I'm in really big trouble and I don't know what to do. Your mom is in jail right now and I haven't been able to get any response from Geoff. I literally can't do anything right now because everyone is gone.
So where are you right now?
I've been staying the night at Jonathan's, but I'm starting to run out of money and won't be able to pay for food anymore. I'm starting to think my best option now is to steal some money from the cash register and just run away from here.
Don't do that. If you try that one, you'll end up in the same place my mom is right now. I'm not going to really be able to do much for you, though, so maybe it's better that you're in jail and given a place to sleep.
Hey, why the hell would you say that? Can you at least give me enough money for another week of food here so that I can stay? I just need 500 or so, please.
How about you ask your own family for help?
After my first business with Geoff failed and we went into debt, my parents both cut ties to me. I had already used up so much of their money on that business and it went to waste.
I can totally understand why they felt the need to cut you out of their lives. And that's the same way I feel about you. Now, talking any more to you is only going to be a waste of my time, so I'm blocking you now. Bye-bye.
What? Hold on for just one more minute, please. Please just do something for me. I'm in trouble right now. There's nothing else I can do for myself.
I keep on saying no over and over again to you, all right? Why can't you just accept that as my answer and F off? You really have no idea what's going on here, do you? After that, I went and blocked that number as well, and then went and changed my phone number. From then on, I was never ever contacted by Kirsten again. What I heard the next day from one of my friends is that she ran out of that Jonathan's with a handful of cash from the register, but didn't have the stamina to outrun the police car that was parked right outside. She had no energy left to fight the police, and they were able to take her right to jail that night. When things came to Jeff, he was arrested in another town over for theft. He was then taken to court with his mom to sit through a hearing where they were both charged with general theft and had to pay large fines to all the stores they robbed. This also landed them with a felony charge, and they now have to be on parole for the next 2 years. I feel that my whole family turned out to be criminals of all sorts, and it makes me a little sad. But the fact that they really aren't my family to me anymore helps me easily forget about everything they're going through. There is one thing that I've been wondering about, and that's the business that both Jeff and Kirsten had before, and I'm thinking that the business they were putting their time into is scamming others. I can say for sure that that's what the last business was, but that's my hunch. After all the cases were concluded at the courthouse and everyone was on parole, Jeff and Kirsten got a divorce and lived different lives from one another. I like to think that they were better off staying together so that they could work to pay one another's fines off while serving their parole. But they can do whatever they please as two fully grown, brainless adults. As for my mom, she had tried to get her son to take her with him as he got himself a very small and old apartment, but after she failed him during their hit on the supermarket, he cut ties with her and said that she should rot in hell for getting him caught. With no other options for housing, she ended up going to a women's shelter downtown and has been living there with other distressed women who have also been through a lot. I do feel bad for what happened to her, but being tricked by both my brother and his wife into letting them stay with her instead of me. But after all I had done for her and not an ounce of respect given back to me after all that, I was totally done with her, and to this day, I like to think about how her celebrity lifestyle is going. When it comes to my life currently, I've been working hard in New York making more money for myself. My business is also doing really well, and I'm getting close to closing a deal where I'll have my company merged with another of the same profession. And when that happens, I'll be getting my own office and named VP of the company while getting a really good raise to my salary. I will, however, make sure to keep all my information private online, though, in order to avoid anything from Kirsten in the future. I wouldn't want to get hundreds of calls from her again like last time, so if anyone is wanting to talk to me, they can call my secretary and I'll get back to them on an undisclosed line. Now the only other thing left for me to do is go out and find myself a man. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Dylan, how is Luke doing right now?
It appears that the surgery and everything was a success. Right now, he is getting some sleep after all of that. Until he has all his energy back, we are going to let him take it easy, and sleep as long as he wants.
Thank goodness. Really.
Everly, thank you. Paying for that $30,000 surgery all by yourself like that? Also, for coming all the way to the hospital like that on foot.
What are you saying, Dylan? Of course I would do all of that for you guys. Wait, what about your wife, Kylie?
Today she has work, so she won't be able to come here. But I made sure to tell her that the surgery was a success, and that Luke is doing alright. She seems to be really relieved to hear all of that.
I can't believe she had to stay at work on a day like today, though. While her own son was having to go through such an important and life-saving surgery?
It's a very important job to her. There was no way of talking her into coming here when she has all of that to do. And I forgot to ask, but how has work been going for you, Everly?
Well, right now I'm working mostly remote, so there was no problem with me being around you guys during this event. How about you, Dylan? I'm assuming that since you were able to go to the hospital and be there during the surgery, you were able to take the day off from work?
Actually, I ended up quitting my job.
What? Dylan?
I was causing all kinds of problems for people at work by taking so much time off. I would rather have all of the people at that company not worry about whether I'll be coming into work or not. So I left. We won't be making as much money now as a family, but Kylie takes her job very seriously. So there's no need to worry about income for a while. And you helping us pay for this surgery has helped us out the most. Thank you so much for doing that, Everly.
Is that so? You have been going through a lot then.
I'll make sure to pay you back that $30,000 someday. So, can you please just give me a little time to get it all together before I hand it back? I'm so sorry for making you wait, but at this moment, I don't have all of that money just yet.
You don't have to be sorry about any of that right now. I don't mind being there to help you guys out, especially when someone in the family's life is on the line. Kylie is okay with me covering the costs, right?
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's just that Kylie doesn't really like me all too much, right? If she finds out that I'm the one who paid for that surgery, I'm sure she'll only become more upset with me.
I don't care how much she might now like you. There is no way she could be upset over you helping her son and us. She is not that irrational of a person.
I hope she isn't. I'll try and believe what you're saying for now. Now, I have to get back to work here soon, so I'll talk to you later. Take good care of Luke for me.
I will. Thank you again for everything, Everly.
Hey, are you not even going to give me a chance to catch up with you? Do you not feel bad for Dylan at all? Especially when we're having to worry about money right now. I haven't been trying to avoid you or anything. And when it came to that money, it was never meant to be a way for me to pick on you guys. I was just paying for the surgery to take some pressure off your guys' backs and didn't ask for him to pay it back to me in any way. But after just a week, he came to me with the money asking that I take it, and so that's all I did. What are you going on about? You were pressuring him into giving you that money back, even though you're aware we don't have the money right now. I understand exactly what's been going on here. In order to start taking advantage of us, you went and paid for our son's surgery so that you have something to hold against us now. You really are such a toxic woman, Everly. Like a black widow with the way you spin your deadly web. Why do you think I'd be doing something like that to you? Do you really hate me that much? I was just paying for the surgery so that you guys wouldn't be stressed and so that Luke would be able to live. I even told Dylan that he didn't have to pay me back a single dime because this is what family does for one another. What the heck? Are you trying to make yourself look good now by saying you have money to spare? You really are such an annoyance for me. Wait, that's not at all what I meant there. I happen to worry about you guys because you're my family, and I would never put any kind of a monetary value on you all. Luke was in trouble and needed to get that surgery. What family are you talking about? All you are is Dylan's little sister and nothing more. I hate seeing you thinking you're all that when really you're just some young, naive woman. You have no idea what you're talking about, do you? What did you want me to do then? Just leave you guys to struggle with paying for your son's surgery that he desperately needed? I don't understand why you don't like me so much and have to treat me this way. What is it about me you don't like? I hate everything about you, Everly, especially that patronizing attitude of yours. I was never expecting anything in return from you guys, though, when I paid for the surgery. If you are so upset by me giving you guys money for that, then why are you always asking to borrow money from me when it's being used on things that aren't your son? Huh? I am doing my best right now to take care of Luke, so don't you dare tell me I'm borrowing money from you that's not being used on him. When I'm in need of money, it's because I need to care for him. I don't think so. But if that's what you think, then what's the matter with me giving Dylan the money you both needed to pay for those medical bills? The problem is that you are patronizing us by paying for our son's surgery and all that. You really plan on getting things in return from us just because you paid $30,000 for a surgery? That's hilarious. $30,000 worth of pocket change is nothing to us and only makes you look even more toxic. Don't you ever talk to any of us again, you freak. Then I really won't. Please. Leave me and my family alone forever so that we can actually enjoy life without having to worry about you. But I would like you to give me all the money I lent you back, okay? If you don't, then I'll have to talk with Dylan about what to do with you. Huh? Are you trying to threaten me now? Right now, Dylan is having some of the worst days of his life. You really want to make his life a living hell or something now? I told you that's not at all what I want. Kylie, would you quit complaining about me just because you don't like the fact that I'm being kind? If you're going to say that I'm patronizing the both of you, then I would like that money I lent you back. Shut up already. Just leave me and my family alone. Do you understand? What the hell is going on with you?
Hey, I have something to ask you, Everly. Luke is going to need another surgery. Therefore, we are going to need to pay even more money for him to get the work he needs done. Please, can you find some way to lend us a bit more money for it?
Of course. I heard myself about how he's going to need another surgery. If there's anything else I can help you out with, please let me know.
I really am so sorry to ask this again, but you helping us pay for it will be huge.
Let me ask you this, though. Is your wife going to pay anything at all towards his surgery?
Right. As of this moment, we are having some financial struggles. She is only able to pay for things like the house and food. Besides that, I've been on my own. I'm really sorry that I had to tell you this, but just know that I'll get whatever money you give me this time back to you. I promise.
Sounds good. As long as this is all going towards Luke becoming a healthy and happy boy again, I don't mind lending more money. Will Kylie know anything about how you want to borrow more money from me?
I haven't really said anything to her about it yet, but she has to understand this is our only option as of right now. I think that Kylie is really thankful that you're my little sister. Our little sister, actually.
I really don't think she thinks that about me at all. I think for a good reason that she thinks I'm trying to get money out of you guys.
There's no way she's thinking that. You have been helping us out so much and never asked for anything in return. I'm sure to her there are things she doesn't completely understand and can act out a bit when we least expect it. But in her heart, I know she is thankful for you.
Well, I'm no longer going to be around you guys that much, so how she feels about me doesn't matter.
What? Wait, Are you leaving us? I hope that's not what you meant by that.
I'm thinking of selling that house, Dylan. After all, I don't have an unlimited amount of money on me. I have been thinking about this for some time now, and I think that I can sell the house and use that money for some other things.
I see. That makes sense.
I'll make sure to help you and Luke out by finding you guys a new house to live in as well. And I can help you with the costs of a new place as well. But there is one rule to all of this when I begin to make my move.
One rule?
I've been told by your wife every single day that she doesn't want me around anymore. For me to no longer have any relations to her. I really don't think she has the right to be saying something like that when she's the one that's living in my house at the moment.
Wait, that's,
You feel that she's only saying things? I don't think so, Dylan. I can no longer take the way that woman behaves towards me. You guys happen to have Luke around, so I've just been trying to bear with things, but I can't do it anymore.
Then what's this one rule you have for us when we move out of this house?
I will pay for this next round of surgery for Luke, like you've asked. And you don't have to pay me anything back for it either. But I ask that you please divorce that woman. Please.
What? Wait. That's insane!
If you don't leave her, then I'm no longer going to be able to help you out financially. I can't stand being connected to her in any way, Dylan. I never wanted things to come to this, and I hate having to ask such a horrible thing from you, but please understand where I'm coming from here.
But, no matter how much she's been causing you trouble, divorcing her is asking too much.
I see. Then how about you take a look at this? Hey, what the hell is going on here? What do you mean I have to get out of this house right now? I'm having the house sold soon. It is my house after all, so I have the right to decide whether to keep it or sell it. That's not the problem. The problem is you not asking me if I allowed that before making the decision. Do you think I'm really okay with something like that? Especially during a time when we have to deal with Luke's second surgery. That's the thing though, I don't have all that much money and his surgery costs a lot more money than one should have to be paying. If I don't have the house sold, then there won't be enough money to pay for him to get the surgery he needs. Luke is already in the hospital having to undergo more treatments, so while he's there, I think it's the perfect time to move out of the house. That's why you need to start getting yourself ready to leave. Pack your things up and let's go. I will not allow this. Does Dylan know what you're doing right now? Of course he does. Here's another thing. There are some divorce papers in the living room filled out for you, so all you have to do is sign them before you go. What? If you want more details on that, then please speak with your husband about it. Make sure all your things are packed up by the end of the day as well, and that you are out of there. Tomorrow, there will be some professional cleaners coming, as well as a realtor to inspect the place. Huh? Wait a second. Dylan, where the hell are you right now?
Where am I? I'm with my sister right now, as we sit at Luke's bedside. He is going in for surgery pretty soon here, so we have to be here while he's going under for the operation.
Hey, that freaking idiot sister of yours is asking me to get out of this house right now. Also, she's telling me to sign some divorce papers for her? What the actual hell is all of this about?
Right. All of that is exactly what it seems, Kylie. I want you out of that house by the end of the day. You can do that, right?
Huh? I have no idea what this is all about, though. What the hell are you going on about?
You and I are done with. I want a divorce, and you know the reason for why I want one, right? I already know everything. So you'd better start confessing with the true story before things get too out of hand. Now, tell me what the reason for this is.
What? What reason am I supposed to know about? There's no reason we should be getting a divorce, period. I'm not sure what all you've been told, but that's all a lie and just crap to try and get you to distrust me.
Kylie, you've been borrowing money from Everly this whole time, right?
Wait, what? I've just been doing that because of you and the fact that we don't have the money right now to pay off everything. You're never even at the house most of the time, though, so how would you know what that money's going towards?
I guess I have been out of the house quite often for things like Luke and that. And before his first surgery, I had been going to work all the time. And then after I left my job, I left you in charge of all the household bills and things like that. So, I'm sorry there. But was all that money you kept borrowing from Everly really for the household costs?
Of course it was. Of course there was a little bit of that money that went into me refreshing myself.
Refreshing yourself? Huh. What exactly were you doing to refresh yourself?
Why do you have to know all the details on that? I just went out for some drinks sometimes. Is that really such a bad thing for a working wife and mother to be doing?
You make it seem like you only went out to drink once a couple of weeks. But what about when you go 3 times a week?
What? How?
Everly ended up seeing you by coincidence downtown one day. You were heading into a male strip club down there, dressed in what some would call pretty exposing clothing.
What?
And that day so happened to be the same day that you had Everly hand you some more money. Everly was interested in what was really going on there, and so she went to one of the male strippers that came out there later and asked them what was going on with you. He told her you went there regularly to get wasted and have men entertain you, at least 3 times a week.
No, wait, he must have mistaken me for someone else then, right?
I'm not trying to make an argument out of this. You already know that this means divorce, and there is no room for discussion on that. Get out of that house now, Kylie. I'm on the verge of coming over there and kicking you out myself right now. While Luke has been going through hell due to his illness, you left us to go and have some other men feel you up.
But I had no other choice. I was so lonely, and have been the whole time. You were never home to be around me, and anytime you did come home, it was only to talk with Everly.
This is during the time when our son has been in and out of the hospital due to an illness that's killing him. And you're going to complain about feeling lonely that whole time?
Well, I mean, you never even paid any attention to me, and then you both decided later to have us all living in the same house together. I never wanted her living in the same house as us. I just wanted it to be us 3 where you'd always come home to see me.
Are you kidding me right now? Things have been tough for everyone this whole time financially, while our son has been battling for his life. You want to know why we ended up living with my sister in the end? Because we couldn't pay for our apartment's rent anymore. There was no other option for us, whether you liked it or not. And the same goes for me being out of the house all the time. Are you trying to say to me right now that your feelings are more important than our own son's health?
Shut the hell up. You have no idea how hard things have been for me this whole time.
That's probably right. I wouldn't ever be able to understand how a woman who leaves her sick son to take her sister-in-law's money and to go out to have other guys on her feels. I really have no clue how you feel. But it's not like you care about how anyone else besides yourself feels. So I think we're even.
Fine. I get that the way I handled things wasn't all correct. I'll apologize for what I've done, as long as you forgive me.
No way that's happening anymore. It's not like you've actually learned anything from your actions.
I have learned, though. I'm serious.
Well, if that's true, then you must know you have to apologize to someone else as well. Right? You should know all the wrongs you have done, and should be able to take responsibility for all of them, right?
Hey, Everly. Sorry about everything. Sorry about everything? What everything are you referring to exactly? Well, about all of that money I've borrowed from you, and about saying a few rude things about you. A few. Do you mean a lot of rude things there? Also, I'm not worried about the money I handed to you. The real problem is the way you used that money I let you borrow, right? I am so sorry for lying to you and using that money to go out and have some fun. Is that enough for you now? Hold on, it looks like you're starting to get annoyed with me again. If you haven't learned anything from what you've done yet, then don't come trying to apologize to me. What? This is all because you went and started to blab to Dylan about things you weren't supposed to know about. So that's how you're really feeling right now? You're going to blame me because I told on you? I cannot believe you, Kylie. Seriously, are you like 6 years old or something? wait, hold on. I'm sorry about that. I'm just getting a bit antsy over here is all. I will give you all that money you lent me back, so would you please forgive me already? You sure will be giving me that money you borrowed back. But whether I forgive you or not will be discussed another day, right? Please, I'm already being kicked out and will have no place to go. Also, I happen to really love Luke a lot. I don't want to see him go. What the hell are you talking about, Kylie? You don't love Luke. If you did, then you would have gone to see him when he was in the hospital. Don't start lying to me again just because you're afraid of being alone. I get what you're all about. So once you give me every cent I'm owed back, then I'll think about what to do with you. Really? Oh, thank you so much, Kylie. But for right now, I want you to sign that divorce paperwork and get out of my house. You'll be able to do that for me, right? All right. I'll bring the papers to the hospital for you guys right now. You're still there with Dylan, right? Excuse me? What are you talking about now? Are you telling me that you have the money I need back ready for me right now? Wait. That's not at all what I meant by that. But that's what you're implying, right? You just told me you're coming and bringing the papers with you right now. That should also mean you're bringing me my money, right? Which in that case means you actually have the money right now to pay me back? Hey, I have a right to carry a little extra money on me at all times. Who knows what kind of emergencies there could be, and if I need to pay you back in order to come see you both, then that's the emergency I've been saving for. I've had this money saved up forever from the money I've been earning while I work. There shouldn't be any complaints about that, right? For crying out loud, there's no use. Hey, honestly, just screw off. I don't need that money back. The fact that there are people like you in this world is probably why people get murdered all the time by their significant other. All right already, I'll pay you back double the amount I took from you. You won't have any complaints about that then, right? I can't even begin to fathom how a person like you made it this far with Dylan. I understand that he's a calm and understanding guy, but he has limits too. I don't want to talk with you anymore, Kelly. Just get the hell out of my house before I have the police go and remove you. Hold on a second. I'm going to give you back all the money, so why can't I come see you already? I'm going to the hospital right now, so just wait for me. There's no point in coming here. Just frickin' stop. Shut up and wait for me, gosh dang it. Hey, you told the front desk not to let me come in there, right? Tell me what room you guys are in right now. Hurry! What? Why the hell are you here? I told you to stay away because it's over for you. Just stop trying already and go away. And it's not like the front desk is stopping you anyway. You're Luke's mother, so they can't stop you from going in to see him. Huh? Then why are they not telling me what room he's in right now? I keep asking and asking them to tell me, but they keep saying there's no patient here right now that goes by that name. You told them to keep me away, right? You really are a frickin' toxic witch. First of all, when you said you were coming here, you arrived way sooner than you should have been able to. Do you even know what hospital you're at right now? Huh? At Washington State Hospital. Luke is having to get surgery done at a specialist clinic right now, so he isn't at that hospital. You should know that he's been here this whole time and was moved out of that hospital weeks ago. What? Is that right? I must have forgotten all about that. Can you tell me the name of that clinic again for me so that I can come there? So you couldn't even be asked to remember the name of the clinic your son is getting surgery in right now? How depressing. I'm only going to ask this one time. Could you please go the hell away? I told you, I just forgot about that place is all. Now tell me the name of the freaking place. No, you're like a cancer to my family. This might be the first time your son will be cancer-free from 2 different types. After that, Kylie ran all over town looking for the clinic that we all were at with Luke, but she was never able to find the place. The thing is, the clinic was in a completely different city, so there was no way of her getting to us. She could have just asked the doctor at the hospital she was at where Luke was transferred to, but she was in too much of a rush to think of that. And to make matters worse for herself, as she was running all over, she accidentally dropped the envelope that had the money for me. She was probably spending the rest of her time looking for where it went instead of for this clinic. That right there just proves what is more important to that woman, and unfortunately, it's not her own son. The next day, a lot of things happened, but the divorce of my brother from that witch went through. Of course, when she met with him and his lawyer to talk about things, she didn't act at all like she had learned any lessons. So after everything was finalized and custody of Luke went only to Dylan, I took the both of them and we left town to move to another state. From rumors I've heard after we left town, Kylie is living on the streets, moving from town to town, looking for where we all went. How depressing of a life to live. I am so happy that I took my brother and nephew and got as far as we could away from that monster. Today, the three of us are living on a brand new property in a small house. Dylan was able to find himself a new job here working for a chemical company, and I've been working remotely at home while helping watch over Luke. Luke has always been a strong fighter and was able to overcome the cancer he had after that second surgery. He's even getting well enough now that we're going to start sending him to kindergarten, and I'm sure that being around other kids again will help him feel as though Kylie wasn't a part of his life in the first place. Watching Luke fight his way through all of that at such a young age, I could learn a thing or two and put that all into my own life. From here on out, I'm going to fight even harder for him, as well as for my brother, so that we can all forget about the monster that was Kylie.
Hey, you no-good, grubby little leech. I want to know just how long you plan on surviving off of all my dad's hard work. Don't you realize we'd all be so much happier if you just got out of our lives? I haven't heard from you in so long, and this is the way you break the silence? I feel like you've been completely ignoring me around the house as well, you know. I really don't know what's gotten into you, but I'm starting to get a bit sick of it. I mean, you're not even cooking the meals that I'm making for you anymore. And just who do you think you are talking to me as if you're my real mom, huh? You really need to remember your place in this family, you parasite. I'm sorry that you don't like the way I worded things, but I don't see how anything I said was false. I don't care what's true and what's false. I just know that I want you out of our lives. I really don't understand. Why are you coming to me and saying all of this all of a sudden? It's not so sudden for me. I know that my dad and I are going to be just fine on our own. We don't need some outsider leeching off of my family's wealth anymore. I'm sorry you feel this way about me, but maybe you should talk about these feelings with your father first. Then maybe we could all talk about this together with each other. Maybe your dad would even agree to move out and take you somewhere. And just why would my dad have to do something like that, huh? It's his house. If anyone should have to leave, it should be you. I really think that you should talk to your father about this before we carry on with this talk. Besides, I make $100,000 a year. What am I leeching off of anyone? I think you just want me out of the house is all. But what I don't get is what you think you're going to gain by doing so. What am I going to gain? Well, that should be obvious. I'll finally be ridding my family of a disgusting parasite that's been living off of us for years. Even Dad is getting sick of having you around. He's always talking about how he has to work all day, but you always spend all of his money. Meanwhile, you hardly leave anything for him to spend on himself. Did your dad really say that? Even about him having to work every day? Well, it's true, isn't it? You're always coming and going to and from the house whenever you want, but Dad only ever goes to work and comes home, and that's all he has time for, and it's all your fault. You keep a short leash and don't let him live his life the way he wants. I hate what you're doing to him. Tina, I really think that you need to get a grip and reassess the situation. And I don't say that for my sake, but for yours, okay? Just what do you know, huh? Don't pretend as if you know what I want. I know that you're a selfish woman who only ever does things for herself. That's why I want you out of our lives forever. I am trying to tell you that you're making a mistake here. You really need to go and talk to your dad about this. He can explain it all. Let me go and talk to him for a moment, and then I'll come back to you, okay? Can you please just give it a rest already with what you say to Tina?
What the heck are you talking about? I don't really care, but can you lend me some money? I'm almost through my budget for the month, and I need more. Come on. You know that you don't give me enough anyways. Just give me a little more.
You want even more money? What happened to all that I gave you already? How did you spend it all so quickly? Anyways, we're going to be talking about money after I say what I came here to say. You need to have a real conversation with your daughter and tell her the truth about what's going on. The more you put that off, the worse my relationship gets with her. I am tired of her talking down to me, insulting me, and treating me like an idiot because of you, Todd. I am seriously starting to reach my limit. Do you understand me?
I don't know what you want me to do. She's your daughter now, too, you know. Go be a good mom and learn how to control your children better.
Control her? Todd, she's already 17 years old. This isn't about controlling her, it's about giving her the information she needs to make her own decisions about life. You have to stop lying to her and telling her false information. She blames me for every single problem we have. It isn't fair that I should be the one taking all of the heat because you don't want to step up and tell her the truth. All of this would be solved if you weren't such a coward.
I will talk to Tina about my life when I'm good and ready to. Okay?
No, not when you're ready to. Now. You've been saying, when I'm ready, for years now. Don't you realize how this is affecting us as a whole family?
Yeah, of course. I know all that. And if you just give me a little more money, I'll really think about saying something. I promise. Now come on. I'm seriously down to my last few dollars. You've got to give me something.
You really are just the worst. Do you realize that, Todd? Hey there, Anna. I see that you've left for the day. You know that you don't need to bother coming back home ever, right? And just what is that supposed to mean? And since when did you start calling me by my first name? I mean that if you're already out of the house, you should stay out. All you do is make things worse, so just keep away. If you have something you want to say to me, why don't you just come out and say it? Well, I actually sent off the divorce papers for you and Dad. That means that you and him don't need to live together anymore. Dad and I are going to live together, and you'll have to go and figure out your own life. So you really did send the divorce papers for your father and I? And just how did you manage to get away with doing something like that? Well, you probably had no idea about this, but Dad had already printed out the divorce papers and kept them in his desk. I happened to see where he put them one day when he tried to hide them from me, and so I dug them out while he was away. I saw that he had already signed his name all where it needed to be. I really do need to thank Dad for being so prepared. So then you sent out divorce papers that your dad had already signed without telling either of us? I have to say that I am shocked at you. And since you don't even have a job, you probably won't be able to find a place to live now, too. I warned you that you should do a little more research into this before acting, but are you sure you really want me out of the house? Of course I am! This is what I've been waiting for forever! I feel like I'm having a dream come true! I'm finally getting to squash the horrible leech that's been on the side of my family for years. I feel at ease. It's like a great burden has been lifted off of our shoulders and the sun has come out after a rainy day. Just the thought of you being cold and homeless on the street is bringing me so much joy! Well, if this is what you really want, good luck, I guess. The one who's going to need luck is you! Whatever you say. I guess I'll take my leave from the house then. But I just have one last thing that I think you should know before I leave. And what last pathetic words do you have to say to me? I'm not the one who doesn't have a job. That would be your father. Wait, what is that supposed to mean? I mean that you said your father told you that he goes to work every day. That's a lie. All he does is spend his days at the casino wasting our money. Wait a second, you expect me to believe that? That's just ridiculous. Why would Dad lie to me about working? And why would he be spending all day gambling? I suppose this really is the first you're hearing about all of this then. But it's true. I'm afraid that everything your father said about me was just to protect his own reputation in your eyes, Tina. I don't get what you mean. This doesn't make any sense. Why would he need to worry about his reputation with me? I don't know. You should ask what he would have to gain by belittling me in front of you like he has been. He wanted you to take his side in everything. And you fell for it like a sucker. You defended him no matter what I tried to say, and you believed every lie he told you about me. No, this doesn't make any sense. You better start explaining yourself right this moment. In that case, one other thing you should know is that no matter how much your father put me down, he never wanted to throw me out of the house. And yet little did he know that he was pushing you to do just that to me with all of his lies about me being jobless. No, this can't be right. You're just trying to lie to me because you realize that you're getting kicked out. Well, I'm not listening. You're just some crazy old jealous loser. You can believe me or not. It won't really make any difference. But the truth is that I was giving your father money every month. He hasn't made his money in a long time, and yet you listened to everything he had to say about me. You really don't know when to stop all this, do you? I already said that I'm not listening to a word that you have to say anymore. Again, you are more than welcome to ignore all that I'm saying. But quite frankly, I've had enough of you two as well. But soon you'll be an adult, and you'll have to take responsibility for taking care of yourself. And then you'll have to choose whether to keep living with your father or go out on your own. I've actually learned how to take care of myself for a while now. We don't need you in our life anymore, so just beat it. Well, okay. But you do realize that if I leave, that means I won't be supporting you or your father anymore, right? There you go again, making up more lies. What support have you ever given? You really think that I'm going to fall for that? You act like you've given Dad and I everything when all you've done is taken. I know you're lying, so just stop it already. I'm not trying to upset you, Tina. I really am just trying to warn you. I just hope you don't regret what you're doing. Just shut up already, you old hag. Don't pretend like you're all that when you're really nothing. I never, ever want to see you again. You were never my mother, and I'm glad you're gone. Don't ever think of me as your daughter again. As of today, you're nothing to me. We are complete strangers. Okay then, I understand. I am not your mother, and you are not my daughter. Now, please don't come to me for anything else. Hey! Pick up the phone when I'm calling you, you stupid old witch! Can't you tell that your daughter is panicked? I'm sorry, but I'm in the middle of work right now. Besides, I thought that you said you were going to stop calling me. But you were telling the truth about everything! I know that. What of it? Well, so now I finally know that you were. Please, you have to come back home to us. Dad is so mad all the time. I need your help. I really have no idea what you're talking about. Besides, I don't even have a daughter. What do you mean? How can you say that? I didn't. You did. You told me to never think of you as my daughter again. So I'm sorry that you're having a rough time right now, lady, but that doesn't have anything to do with me. Anyways, goodbye. Hold on a second. Is this supposed to be some kind of joke? I'm your daughter. You can't just walk away from me. I'm sorry, but I've already told you that I don't have a daughter. We're just strangers to each other, remember? Wait, no, you're not really going to abandon me, are you? I didn't know Dad doesn't make any more. And he's so mad at me for sending the divorce papers. He's so scary and angry all the time now. I don't understand what happened. So I guess you finally understand the kind of man your father is now. What do you mean by that? I mean that I was always trying to protect you from him, but maybe that was my mistake, because he took advantage of that and lied to you about me instead. But I had no idea he was that kind of person. I thought that my dad was kind and sweet, and what should I do now? He doesn't have money, he doesn't work, he doesn't do anything but gamble and drink. I suppose you had better find a job and start working then. But I'm still in high school. I could only work a part-time job at best, and I have no idea how I'm supposed to go to college at this rate. Yeah, and to think you wouldn't have had to take out any loans if I was still around. What do you mean? You're not going to send me to college either? Well, I had a whole college fund saved up for my daughter, but since we're no longer family, I'm afraid that I can't pass that on to you. So I'm afraid the only option left for you now is to work for your money. Mom, please, you have to help me! Please don't call me Mom. I already told you that I don't have any children. You and I are nothing to each other now, and I owe you nothing. You wanted it this way despite my attempts to warn you, and now you need to take responsibility. You're almost 18, so consider this your first real life lesson. But I had no idea that Dad was lying to me. This isn't fair! How was I supposed to know that you were making all the money in our house? I tried to tell you the truth over and over again, but you just refused to listen to me. Well, then can I at least come and live with you? I hate living with Dad. He's so scary all the time. I'm so sorry for everything that I said to you. I'm afraid that I have a policy against letting strangers stay in my house. Besides, how do I know that you won't just fall into your old ways of looking down on me and insulting me all the time? But I need your help. I don't know what else to do. Well then, take your first step as an adult and figure out what to do. Good luck, stranger. In the end, Tina realized that I was only ever trying to tell her the truth, and that it was her father who was lying to her this whole time. It was quite a shock for her to realize this, and she fell into a deep depression afterwards. Shocked by learning about her father's true nature and forced to start working to take care of herself, Tina ended up dropping out of high school and working to sustain herself and her father. She tried to message me asking for help, but I had already blocked her on everything by then. I do plan on stepping in to help her eventually, but if I'm going to pour all my money and heart into raising her, I think Tina needs to learn some lessons about the real world before I put her back on track.
Liz, because of what's going on, I'm gonna have to be blunt here. I'm not sticking around with an old grandma anymore.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm saying that I'd rather be with a young woman any day, as opposed to with you. I had been trying my best to stick around with you for a while now, but as I knew what would happen, I've reached my limit. So can we get a divorce?
What are you saying, Randy? Huh? Are you being serious right now?
I mean, Liz, you're already 39 years old, right? You and I are 9 whole years apart in age. Back when I had married you was a time in which I was excited to be with an older woman, and so were a lot of other men. But now I wonder why the hell I ever got married to you in the first place. Even your skin feels a lot worse than that of a young gal's. And so with that, let's get divorced.
Have you hit your head on something? You know all that I've done for you up until now, right? And do you know why I'm in the hospital right now?
I know why.
I'm here to give birth to our baby. Yet during this very important and stressful time of our life, you're going on about wanting a divorce?
A 39-year-old giving birth to a baby is really the most disappointing thing I've ever heard of.
What?
And that's why I'm asking for a divorce. I'm telling you right now that I have another woman that I love. And she's a young gal whose skin is as soft as cotton candy. So that little brat that you're gonna give birth to isn't gonna get any love from me.
Wait, Randy, can you not see how much of a jerk you're being right now? I've known for a bit now that you've been acting suspicious and probably had another lady, but I didn't think you'd drag all of that this far and into a relationship. What the hell are you talking about? I'm having a really hard time understanding what's going on with you. Is this all supposed to be a joke? Your timing is the worst for it. Why don't you go find somewhere to calm down a bit and rethink what you've just said to me?
Why don't I? Because while you've been in the hospital getting ready to give birth, I've moved out of the house.
Huh?
The apartment has been your place for the longest time now, even before I came, so it has nothing to do with me anymore. I moved all my things and myself out of there and left the divorce papers on the counter for you. Go ahead and fill the rest in for me and hand them in.
Are you kidding me? I just had your daughter, Randy. What the actual hell are you going on about? Calm down right now, please.
I'm calm right now, Liz. No matter how you try and get me to stay with you guys, I'm never gonna love that little brat of yours. That thing is none of my business. And I can't even believe that you thought about having a baby at your age in the first place.
You're being a monster right now. She's your daughter as well, right? And after all the effort I have put into carrying and birthing her, you're going to say awful things like that? I'm not going to forgive you for this.
I couldn't care less if you forgave me or not. I'm never going to be seeing you ever again after this, so have fun being upset with me.
You don't even plan to ever come to see your baby's girl's face? This has all got to be some sort of joke.
I told you plenty of times now that it's not a joke. This is all very real and not a dream. I don't have the confidence to love a baby that was birthed by some old grandma at the age of 39. I don't even want to know what the poor soul looks like after coming out of you. So hurry up and leave me when you get home.
Well, then I'm never letting you see the two of us ever again.
Thank God. Now I'm on my way to being a free man again. I'm gonna have a lot more fun in my second life. I was never going to stay with you once you turned 40. And having to raise that kid beside you would have been hell. Thank God you're okay with going away. Goodbye now, Grandma.
But can you promise one thing to me before you go?
What?
I'll agree with getting the divorce, but in return for that, you're never to come back to me or my daughter if you ever need any help.
I don't plan to ever see you guys again. There's no reason for me to in the first place, so I promise to never come around you two again. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Well, if you're going to promise me that, then we can get a divorce. And of course I'm going to be getting full custody of my daughter.
You can have it. I don't even want to think of that brat as being mine.
Alright then. You may be one of the worst men on the planet, but thank you for giving me my beautiful daughter. Now please never show your face around us again.
I never will. But that also means you and that brat can never come looking for me either. Bye-bye, Grandma.
Goodbye forever, you pile of trash.
It's been a while, Liz. I'm going to the wedding right now.
Excuse me? But who is this?
You know who I am. I'm the father of today's wedding bride. I've been looking forward to this wedding for a long, long time. And so today, I'm going to meet with her.
Hold on for a moment. What are you talking about? Do you still think that you're her father? Even after a whole 20 years have gone by and you've said nothing to either one of us, what are you trying to do by texting me all of a sudden?
I wanted to tell you that I'm going to that wedding. This is going to be a very emotional day for all of us when I finally get to see the daughter of mine that was taken from me.
Huh? I'm not quite sure how you even figured out where her wedding would be today, or that she was even getting married in the first place. But stop trying to be obnoxious by sending me all these texts.
Well, I'm the father of the bride, so I'm allowed to be at that wedding.
This is getting out of hand. Can you please open your eyes for a sec? Do not come over here. Did you forget about the promise you made to me 20 years ago that allowed me to divorce you? Hey, are you listening to me right now?
Why did that happen? Why was everyone being so crazy with me when I got in there? Is everyone at that wedding a freak? Tossing me out of my own daughter's wedding? I'm her friggin' father.
Is it time that you'll be willing to open your dang eyes finally? The way you came in looking like trash and causing all that embarrassment for my daughter. And another thing, you need to stop calling my daughter yours.
Why do I have to stop? She's my daughter too.
After not even being in the hospital room with me while I gave birth, you threw us out. And then you chased after a young woman and left us for a very long time. And after 20 years, you're all of a sudden back here trying to get into my daughter's wedding? I can't think of another reason as to why you're doing this besides that you really messed up with your head while you've been gone.
You can call me messed up all you want, but what else was I supposed to do today? That young gal lied to me and got me stuck with her and all of the debt she had. And so me being messed up right now is not my dang fault. I was lied to and played for a fool. I didn't plan on turning into a bum after I left you.
I don't care what happened with you and that girl because I don't care about you. You're a stranger to us all, and you said you'd never come back to us, right? You promised that. She has no clue who you are, and she even said that to your face today.
And that was screwed up big time. That is not something she should ever say to her parents. Have you not been raising her properly this whole time? Are you sure this is all because you're too old and can't handle kids?
What? What the hell are you trying to do right now after saying things like that about my daughter and I? You're blaming my way of raising her because she was so worried by some random men coming into her wedding and having him thrown out? I don't want to hear that crap out of your mouth ever again after you left us when she was only just born. If you want to know who's really at fault for today, I'd say your parents are because they obviously didn't raise you right. Well, at this point, I'm sure you already know, and so do your parents.
I want to know who that man is. And the father of the... What's that all about?
Huh? That's the man I got married to. Are you acting as though I needed to tell you anything about him, though? Do you still not see that you have no right being around us right now?
Why was that man that you married sitting in the seat that was labeled for the bride's father? That's my frickin' seat. If you start pissing me off any more than I already am, things are gonna get scary for you. Go tell those 2 idiot security guards that I'm okay and let me come sit there.
Why are you getting upset with me for no reason? Do you think that making threats like that will get me worked up?
What?
I'm really worried about what's gotten into you that's made you so screwed in the head. You're the one that threw us away years ago, right? And after 20 years of realizing how badly you messed up, you came on my daughter's biggest day looking like garbage to do what? Why the hell are you here, Andy? And why do you think you have any right to be here? Do you need something from us? Tell me right now.
You're the real piece of garbage for getting married again without telling me. I came back here to get my family back together.
Get your family back together? Huh? Do you think that my daughter and I are your family or something, Randy? We have a new family now, and you're not part of it. All you are is some stranger that we're starting to think might need to visit a psych ward. I don't want to hear anything about how upset you are that I got married again when you were the one that got divorced to me to run off with a young woman. I think you better zip that mouth of yours and keep it zipped.
Give me that seat back. She's my daughter.
Come on, Randy. It was nice of you to make me laugh a little, but your joke is getting old now. You have never even met my daughter before, so why do you keep thinking that she's your daughter after it's been 20 years? I think the only reason you've come out here for her is because you're broke. And so, this is all out of desperation now. That kind of thinking is only something a complete lunatic would have.
You don't have to take it that far. I am a bit worried about money right now, but I didn't come today for that reason.
Then, what's your reason for being here? Tell me right now.
I had heard that she was going to get married, and so I asked a friend about it that knows her, and she told me that the wedding would be taking place close by, so I thought it would be okay for me to come and see it. I was hoping for a very dramatic reunion after 20 years of never seeing any of you. I wanted us to all be crying out of happiness for being able to see one another again. But now that things have become so hectic, I have no idea what I'm doing here anymore. I had believed that we could all talk about each other's lives again.
Wait, why did you think that we'd all be open arms to you? There's no reason for us to be, right? There was no way this was going to turn into some sort of dramatic reunion. Have you even noticed the contradiction there is in your plan?
What?
You have never even met my daughter before.
And why does that mean anything? How would that contradict anything in my plans for today? I'm her father, and so she should be all happy and crying to see me.
You act like this would be a reunion with her, but this was her first time ever seeing you. Asking to have a dramatic reunion when you need to introduce yourself to her first? How come you thought this would actually play out so well for you?
Now that you say it back to me, I'm sure it would have been odd. But that's not all. She's my daughter, right?
I'm too tired to talk with you anymore about this. Did you think that being related to her by blood made you her father? I'm sorry, Randy, but my husband has been with my daughter since she was 3 years old and has helped me raise her since then. And so she calls my husband the father, and there's no changing that now. To her, it does not matter whether she's related to her by blood or not.
There's no way. That's a freaking lie.
You don't have to be able to believe it, but we all think that we're a family, and you can't do a thing about that. So, you can say what you want about us, but don't think it's going to bother us. We have nothing to do with you after all.
Even if she does see him as her father, she should still be a little curious about her real father, right? That's the whole reason I came here today to see her. Does me being here on her wedding day not make her really happy?
I think she does want to know more about her real father. It's normal for anyone to want to get to know their real parents if they never grew up knowing them. But I think after today, she no longer wants to get to know you.
Huh? Why?
You're asking me? Ha! Are you really that dense? You came into her wedding in some raggedy clothes and covered in what looks like soot. And you made a complete fool of yourself, embarrassing her on her wedding day. That right there might have just scarred her a little.
Scarred her? Why would that scar her any?
She's told me that she never wants you coming around her again now. Of course, she doesn't want you here anymore. And even after the wedding, she doesn't want you showing up. If you do come around her, or the rest of us again, we're calling the police and having you arrested. My husband knows a lot of the police officers in town, so he can make things happen quickly. So having you eradicated is all too easy for us.
Why would you do something like that to me? I only came here to see my daughter's wedding.
You just want the money that her husband has, right? And that's why we had you kicked out of there.
I don't know anything about her husband's money. Why would I know anything about that?
I can see that things are still not lining up in your reasoning. Well, it doesn't matter if you came here for his money or not, because he really has nothing to do with you. You're just the average bum to him is all. You ended up ruining your own life chasing after young girls. And that's why you came to this wedding today, hoping for some kind of money or something. Disgusting. You have nothing you can do to us now, so get lost.
I never thought you'd say such things to me. Does my daughter think the same thing of me?
You don't even know my daughter's name. So what do you think? I think after what you've seen today, you should finally understand, right? She doesn't want you around her anymore. You're just a ghost to her that hasn't been alive for the past 20 years. So you can stop trying to get involved with our lives. Now, goodbye.
Wait, please! Her husband has a lot of money then. Can you ask him just to give me a small amount? I just need enough to help myself get back on my own 2 feet again.
No, this was about money. Huh. You deserve to have no money, Randy, so I wouldn't want you getting spoiled by anyone. It was you, after all, that made your life the way it is now, right? So stop whining about not having money when you asked for it in the first place. Haha.
After that, Randy wasn't only thrown out of the wedding and never let back into it, but after throwing a huge fit in front of the wedding hall, the police came and gave him a citation for public disturbance. And after that, Liz and her family told the police that he'd been causing trouble for them all day, and now he's not allowed anywhere near them or else the police will arrest him, as Liz, her husband, and her daughter all put a restraining order on him. Once that had all played out, Randy was still left with a large amount of debt, and slowly began to fall victim to it. I think he's finally starting to regret everything he did in the end to Liz and her daughter. But to be honest, him regretting things now is way too late, and he should have been regretting what he's done a whole lot sooner when he may still have a chance with Liz.
Is it true that you guys are holding the wedding in Hawaii?
Oh, hi, Brooke. Yes, we are.
My husband and I are allowed to treat ourselves while we're there, right?
What?
You guys are paying for everything for us, right? I need to plan things for now. I can't wait!
If your husband is coming, then you need to pay for him. I'm only going to pay for the family.
Are you serious? Why are you so petty?
I will just tell you straightforward, but you guys haven't paid us back yet.
Oh, did we borrow money?
Yes, you did. I have the IOU to prove it. It's past the deadline and you decide to ask me to pay for the whole trip? Are you for real right now? The IOU and the trip are a different story. Don't we have the right to have fun at Hawaii? Of course you do, but with your own money. If you want me to, why don't you pay me back first?
Wow. You are so mean. Why did my brother marry someone like you?
I can't believe that a kind-hearted person like Mike has to have a self-centered little sister like you.
Are you making fun of me?
Maybe? Anyways, like I said, if your husband wants to come too, you need to pay for him. If you want us to pay for him also, then you need to pay us back first.
Ugh, what a bitch. We're not going to go then. Is that okay for you?
That's up to you. A few days later. Have you gotten any texts from Brooke?
Nope.
Okay, so I guess she's not attending. I need to count the attendees now, so...
She said that she won't go, right?
Yeah, she wanted us to pay for her husband.
Oh my god, we told her that it's not possible like a million times. We don't need to waste time talking to her, okay? She was just like this since she was little, so I'm tired of her.
Something is really wrong with her because she doesn't remember borrowing money from us, but I will make sure that she pays it back.
Thank you, Layla.
Brooke didn't like the fact that I married you.
That doesn't matter. She just wants a person who listens to her. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Oh, that's so sweet. Anyways, Brooke and her husband are not attending, so I will not count them. I really hope that she doesn't complain later on. 2 weeks later.
OMG. Hawaii is so beautiful.
What? You guys are in Hawaii? I didn't know you guys could afford it.
What are you talking about? We came all the way here to attend the wedding. Be thankful.
What? I thought you guys weren't going to attend.
We weren't going to, but decided to have fun and parties instead of attending. You will pay for us though, right?
What are you talking about?
You will pay for the hotel and the plane tickets, right? I booked everything using my parents' credit card so you can pay before they find out.
Are you being serious right now?
Yes. Oh, and can you also forget about the IOU?
Excuse me?
My husband took off from work to come here, so if you think about that, don't you think that we don't need to pay back?
Okay. Wow. Just, wow.
Tomorrow is the checkout date, so please pay for us, okay? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Wait. Tomorrow?
Yes?
I hate to break it to you, but the wedding was last week.
What? Last week?
Yeah, I don't know what you were blabbering about, but we are already back in the States already.
Hold up. You guys aren't here anymore.
Nope. Actually, everyone already came home. What are you guys doing there?
Wasn't the wedding yesterday?
Didn't I just say it was last week? You said that you guys weren't going to attend.
Wait. How are we supposed to pay for the hotel then?
Why are you asking me?
You're going to pay, right?
And why should I do that?
Are you serious? We came here for your wedding.
You just said that you went partying. Plus, isn't it common sense that you pay for your own trip?
But there's no way I can.
Why don't you ask your husband? I won't help you whatsoever, so bye.
My husband can't help me either. Wait, I can't reach my brother. I thought you guys would pay for us. This is a scam.
A scam? Let me see. You booked for the plane and luxurious hotel with your parents' credit card and partied spending a lot of money. Did we do anything? I just talked to the receptionist and got told that if I don't pay, I'm going to be arrested. Please come and help me. There's nothing I can do. I sent you an invitation, but you mistook it. So for you to say that it's our fault, you got problems. I'm panicking now because I thought you would pay for us. Nothing will change even if you apologize or beg me, you know. Talk to your husband and do something about it. My husband left me. What? OMG. What should I do? I'm going to be arrested. Wow. Your husband is as much of an ass as I expected. Well, you are yourself, so what a perfect match. Don't you even feel sorry for me? Not at all. Everything is your own fault. Mike and I are also cutting ties with you, so... I'm literally crying my eyes out. You're such a drama queen. Mike is cringing right now, you know. No one is going to help me? What should I do? You should take time and regret about how you acted this whole time. I'm regretting it now, and I will apologize to you, so please help me. I don't want to get arrested because of this. Well, it's kind of too late. Sorry, but we're going to be going on our honeymoon soon, so you won't be able to reach us anymore in a little bit. Wait, if you're at the airport, come to Hawaii. We're family, so why won't you help me? OMG. How much of a self-centered person are you? Oh, and about the IOU, I hired an attorney to seize your property and your wages, so you'd better pay us back. We added interest also, so good luck. I'm sorry, but what? What do you mean? Have fun in Hawaii. Bye. After the incident, Brooke tried to reach out to her family, but no one helped her, so she ended up getting a criminal record. Her family got pissed and told her to never come back, so she left and nobody knows where she is now, but I think it's better not to know. Her husband was able to come back to the States safely, but found out that his salary was seized and is now working unpaid, feeling embarrassed since everybody knows about it. If they paid us back from the beginning, they would have lived a different life.
Hey, are you trying to run away from me? Are you being serious right now, Marie? Look at this low-life scum, raised by a single mother. You're really good at just getting away from the scene of the crime, aren't you? You have some experience?
I mean, seriously. You slapped my face on the left and the right, and you didn't stop there. You then proceeded to shove my face into the pot roast we had going. I want to make a point in saying that it was very hot, too. So, yeah, I'm going to run away if you do that to me.
I mean, I had some random poor person coming onto my property, so of course I had to do what I had to do to protect my own. This is all a pretty natural response. Listening to what you had to say was not even an option. Why the hell do I have to waste my valuable time listening to you ramble on about nothing? Besides, you even insulted me by bringing some dirty old doll. I really don't like dolls, they're disgusting. And not to mention that the doll you brought was actually disgusting too.
A bear doll is actually one of my super important buddies. I always take it everywhere I go. I don't think I've ever gone anywhere without it for a long, long time. Come on, isn't it adorable? I know you like it.
Ha! You're so immature, Miss Marie. You need to grow up. I mean, the only thing you can do is play with some dolls. It's not like you have anything else better to do. What are you even capable of? That's right, literally nothing. You know why? 'Cause you're poor, and poor people have no rights at all.
Huh, really, is that true? I really have never heard of that. I didn't know that we didn't have any rights.
Of course, it's common sense, dear. Didn't you learn anything in school?
I didn't learn how to be so classist towards each other. I learned how to be kind and caring to one another. I suppose you learned something different from me, Sherry. Maybe in your super elite school where only elitist people go and you don't teach people how to just be better than everyone else.
I'm not being any kind of elitist or classist, or any other ist that you can come up with, do you understand? I'm just telling you the cold, hard truth. These are all facts. Every poor person who grows up in a single-mother household is just a rotten piece of trash. I mean, you're not wrong. I guess I can be a little lazy sometimes. So I can't completely deny your allegations towards me, but I really don't think that justifies your behavior, though. You really shouldn't be shoving my face into a steaming hot pot roast. I understand if that makes you upset, but come on. Can I actually be honest with you, Sherry? I think that someone who's willing to be violent towards another person without actual justifications is much more of a rotten piece of shit. But that's just my opinion. Oh, come on, boo-hoo. You're fine, you didn't even get burned at all. Think of it as a nice little face cleansing. If anything, that pot roast was made only using the finest ingredients. Ingredients that you've never even heard of before, probably. You must have been so excited to be able to taste it up close and personal, right? Mrs. I'm too poor to buy anything. Yeah, the only reason that I didn't get burned right before you shoved my face into a steaming hot pot roast was because I spat out the water I had in my mouth to cool off the pot roast. It was honestly kind of like something out of a movie. If it wasn't for me doing that, I'm like 99% sure that you would have ended up burning the person you did it to. Why the hell did you have water in your mouth? Who waits around while having water in their mouth? I mean, you know what they say about poor people. We have to be prepared to protect ourselves no matter what happens. You never know what's coming next. But I've never seen such a toxic parent up close and personal like this, so my whole body is starting to get a little warm because I'm getting really excited. I can't believe you guys actually exist. Are you mocking me? I feel like you've been mocking me for these past few messages. I'm not an idiot, and I don't deserve to be mocked by the likes of someone like you. You better fix your attitude, young lady. What? What are you talking about? I would never do anything to mock such an elegant woman. LOL. Stop saying LOL, you're not allowed to laugh at me. Whatever. Poor people can't do anything to those of us in the wealthy group of society. You just have to sit there and be poor. I'll take the hit for today. It's not that big of a deal. Do you see how full of grace and love I am? It's because I'm not poor, so I'm able to deal with extra stress. I never have to worry about my next meal. Yeah, I'm not sure if someone whose heart is so full of grace and love would be shoving someone's face into steaming hot pot roast. Just my 2 cents. That kind of illogical, contradictory behavior is seriously what makes me so attracted to you as a person. You really have earned my respect, Sherry, I gotta say. This kind of terrible shithead of a person is seriously a dying breed. You really don't see this sort of toxicity around anymore. You're like an endangered creature, Sherry. Don't worry, though. I'll be sure to take you in and protect you. You think that you're getting away with all of this just because I'm letting you talk and say whatever you want. I mean, you just said that you had so much grace and love, so you're able to take the hit, right? That you were so rich that you didn't have any extra stress. I'm just a poor, uneducated, low-income woman, you know? Just like you've been saying. You really just need to let these things go since you're such an amazing person. There's no way that you'd let someone like me get under your skin, right? You're way too high and mighty for that. Okay, whatever, I'll let it go. Because like I said, I am just so forgiving and kind, unlike you poor people. So, let's get back to business. What exactly do you intend to do, Marie? I wasn't listening at all. Huh? Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean by that, Sherry. I mean, if you mean what am I going to do from now on, I'm going to make sure I live true to myself and my beliefs while keeping an open mind and a positive attitude towards life. Is that what you're talking about? No, you idiot. I'm talking about your future as a human. I'm talking about what you're planning on doing with Daniel. Jeez. You do understand that you need to at least tell him goodbye one last time before leaving him, right? I'll allow you a little time to say goodbye before you tell him that you're leaving. Oh, wait, hang on. What are you talking about, Sherry? I'm not going to break up with Daniel. What are you talking about, sweetie? There's no way that another man would ever be as kind as that man. I would be a complete idiot to let him get away. He's going to be mine, and I'm going to be his. What? Are you telling me that after I put up that big of a fight against you, you're still not going to listen to me and break up with Daniel? I mean, yeah, you did slap me twice and then proceeded to shove my face into a steaming hot pot roast that I totally cooled off with water like a badass, but you definitely didn't say a single word of objection towards Daniel and I getting married to each other. I would remember. You should be able to connect the dots, you idiot. Oh my god, how could you have not figured that part out? You must really be some kind of stupid. I'm so sorry that you're that dumb. Daniel must have the patience of a saint around you. Yes, you are exactly right. I am slow, and I would like to stop this conversation right about now. So yeah, thanks for all your kind words. It's been lovely talking to you. I'm sorry that I'm so slow. I'm actually so slow that I can barely keep up with typing all of these words into my phone. You just wait right there. You will be breaking off the engagement with my dearest son. Do you understand me? You will not be seeing him in any way, shape, or form after you say goodbye. Breaking off the... I'm sorry. That sentence was a little too long with a few too many difficult words. Anyway, got a blast.
Hey Marie, how are you? I just wanted to touch base and check up on you and Mom. Are you sure that everything went smoothly?
My mom has been texting me some pretty angry messages, and to me, it doesn't seem like you two have really worked things out at all. If anything, it seems more like you two are really fighting against each other. I mean, to me, it was pretty perfect. I had no issues getting along with her, so yeah, couldn't have gone any better. Besides, you had already warned me that she was kind of a difficult hurdle to jump, so I went in expecting some form of resistance. No biggie.
I knew that you two didn't just start getting along. I'm so sorry about that. I should have gone with you to go see her like I suggested. Can you explain to me what actually happened without cutting out any parts?
Oh, I feel like I'd be wasting so much entertainment value if I just told you exactly what happened. I wouldn't want to do that. Instead, why don't we watch the video that I recorded without her knowing at the house together, huh? Come on, it'll be fun. I gotta say, she almost had me in the second half, not gonna lie. I really thought I was about to slap a bitch, but go me. Daniel, what the hell is wrong with your mother?
What did she do to make you this pissed off?
Oh, nothing too bad. Just enough to make me be a sarcastic ass right back to her. But I was seriously this close to getting into a fist fight with her. Seriously, Daniel, you're worrying too much. Where is your dad anyway? I've heard such great things about Jesse that I was really looking forward to seeing him, but...
Dad is away on business right now, and he won't be coming back to the States until the end of next week. He's always going overseas on business trips, so...
I see. I think I'm starting to get the picture now. The reason that she chose that time and day in particular. And how she said she wanted to talk girl on girl and made you not be there was all because she just wanted to be a colossal to me. It's all coming to me. The dots are connecting.
Yeah, the second that Mom figured out that you were raising a single mother household one day, she seemed to react a little oddly, so yeah. I thought something was off. I figured that she would try to pull something. I just didn't know what she would do. I've got to watch that video now.
I know she's your mom, and I really shouldn't be talking about my fiance's mother like this, but Jesus, she is so screwed up in the head. It's so cliche. I know mother-in-law issues, but oh my god. You realize she should be going to jail for what she did, right? It's just assault and battery, full stop. She should be in handcuffs.
Wait, what the hell? Assault and battery? What the hell is my mom doing to you? Jesus!
Whatever, my point is, I think I'm going to go to the police to file a report against her, so I'll be back home in a jiffy, okay? Just gotta swing by the house real quick. Have some popcorn ready at our house so we can watch your mom in action. It'll be so much fun.
Dude, this isn't some kind of game. How are you so nonchalant about her assaulting you?
Miss Marie, were you able to break off the engagement with Daniel already? I've been waiting for your message letting me know of your breakup. I would really appreciate it if you just hurried it up about the whole thing, because every second you waste with him is another second that my son could be looking for a better suited partner. Also, it kind of makes me want to throw up, thinking that we are at all in any way, shape, or form related to each other. I would like to keep that kind of relationship with you to a minimum. I'm sorry, I think I told you before that I don't understand when you use big, difficult words in long sentences. I wish I was just as smart as you. Anyway, more exciting news. I'm going to be filing charges against you. I'm going to the police. Yay! Wait, what? What are you talking about filing charges, Marie? Of course, Sherry. Let me explain it to you real quick. I think that what you've done to me was pretty traumatizing and should be punished by the law. I don't think I'll have any difficulty proving that it was assault and battery. So, I figured I'd try to file charges against you to see what would happen. I'm even gonna sue you for mental and physical trauma. This is gonna be a first time for me. Exciting! Wait. I think you're blowing this whole thing out of proportion, Marie. It's not that big of a deal. You are aware that courts cost a lot of money, right? It's not like a walk in the park type of money either. Oh, the one and only Bank of Daniel said that he would sponsor this whole lawsuit, so don't you worry about my funds. Your son is my back. Not that I would really need that kind of sponsorship. I make more than enough money to send your wrinkly ass to prison. Bank of Daniel? Wait, hang on. I'm not sure I'm following here. What are you talking about? Are you actually meaning to tell me that Daniel is taking your side after this whole thing? That he would rather abandon his own mother? Well, yeah, of course he would be taking my side. Why wouldn't he? He's got my cooties because I'm always just smooching him in bed. That's disgusting. Why are you telling me that? I don't need to know that at all. Besides, there were only 2 people in that place. It was just you and me. It doesn't matter if you sue me or I sue you. There's no proof of any kind of any altercation at all, so it's not like you can actually say I did anything to you. Oh, don't worry about the evidence part of things. I've already recorded the important bits and pieces. Maybe I should upload it to YouTube. Wait, what? Yeah, I was on DEF CON 1 the second you mentioned something about a chat with just us girls. You really think I would go in unarmed? When I was listening to Daniel talk about you, I could kind of tell that you were a shitty parent, so I really knew that I had to go in there expecting some kind of toxic tyrant. Lo and behold, you were just as much of a tyrant as I expected. Well, to be honest, you went above and beyond what I was expecting. But who would expect your fiancé's mother to be dragging your face into a pot roast, huh? Wait, hang on, stop talking. Why are you talking about recording the whole thing? Where was the camera? You're just lying. Oh, come on, you looked right at it. Remember my lovely cuddle buddy? Mr. Teddy Bear, of course. That teddy bear? You've got to be joking. I think I told you before, too, that teddy bear has been with me a long time, keeping me safe. He never misses a single thing that goes on and always has my back. You bet that he was able to watch and remember everything that happened today from start to finish. He's got a photographic memory, too. Imagine if I went to the police, filed charges against you, and then sued you using all of the evidence within Teddy's fluffy little head. I really don't see how you could beat Mr. Teddy in a lawsuit. Wait, hang on just a second there, Marie. That was just a sort of joke, a prank. You know how things are on YouTube. It's kind of a bad habit I have, pranking people. I had no real bad intentions, you know. It was all in good nature. All in good nature, huh? So in good nature, you decided to try to shove my face into a steaming pot roast? Wow. Of course, dear, I would gladly accept you into our family. You and Daniel should have a lovely marriage together, and I want you two to get along. That's enough, right? I was just a little bit annoyed because I had some poor bitch who was raised in a single-mother household who also happened to be dirt broke come over to my house. The whole slapping thing, that was just something that happened amongst family members, so you can just be sure to skip the filing charges against me part, okay? Actually, the police just accepted my paperwork and they're done processing it, so my job here is done. Wait, what? What the hell, Marie? Why would you do that to me? I literally just said 2 seconds ago that I would be okay with you and Daniel being married to each other. I don't have any common sense, like you said. So to me, it was more of a formality to go say hello to you, but I was going to get married to Daniel with or without your blessing, don't worry. I love Daniel and he loves me. We love each other very much, so we're going to get married, plain and simple. Then we're going to officially be family, right? I'm going to be your lovely mother-in-law. Don't you understand? And yet you filed charges against me. You want your own mother-in-law to become a criminal? Come on, Marie. I didn't make you a criminal, Sherry. I would never do such a thing. You're right. You are my lovely mother-in-law. But then you had to go and make yourself a felon. Why would you do such a thing to your family, Sherry? Because I... Yeah, you never would have done such a thing if you had known that the camera was rolling, right? Of course not. People like you hate when everyone finds out how rotten you really are. You better be careful for the Care Bear's eyes. You never know who's watching. Take this as a life lesson, Sherry. I think you could use it. Oh my gosh, Marie, please just hang on a moment. I got it. Daniel! Hey, Daniel, sweetie. I need you to convince Marie to take her report back and unfile the charges against me, okay? I can't have that.
Convince her? I'm pretty sure she has every right to file charges against you. I actually watched the video too. Mom, you seriously went way too far this time. You messed up.
I know I was in the wrong, sweetie. You're completely right. But you have to understand that she was also mocking me the whole time. Making a fool out of me and the attitude. My gosh, the attitude was horrible the whole time. I just can't have this go down in the records as me just being in the wrong. She was also in the wrong.
I mean, okay, yes, Sherry can be an oddball and sometimes a little too sarcastic, but Jesus, Mom, that does not give you an excuse to literally be physically violent towards her. Besides, you chose a specific date and time to call her up. I know what you did that now, Mom. Shame on you.
I mean, that's true and all, but come on, think about it a little bit. There's a good reason.
I'm sorry, Mom, but Dad and all the relatives are gonna find out about this. I'm not gonna let this go.
Wait, what? Why would you do such a thing? Don't do that, Daniel, please. Doing it will just blow things further out of proportion than they already are.
No, I'm gonna tell them. I've never really appreciated the part where you're so judgmental of people, Mom. I've grown tired of listening to it. And then this had to happen. I think it's also our fault for letting you say and do whatever you want without actually getting punished for your actions. We can't just blame you, you're right. We need to let the relatives know about it. You need to be served justice and punished for a change.
Why, no, I don't want that. Please, no, I'm begging you, please don't do that. Okay, I'll tell you what. You can tell them about this, but please, you can't show them the video. That's not okay. Please, just this once, I'm begging you.
I'm gonna show them the video because it's proof that no one is exaggerating or anything. It's the fairest way to get the point across so that no one is treated unfairly. Mom, you have to understand. You need to accept everything that's gonna happen because it's happening as a result of your actions. If you're an adult, you will understand and accept it. I also want you to know that I don't like doing this, Mom. Please just accept this and use this as a chance to turn things.
Why? Why the hell do I have to pay for all of this when that poor bitch is the one at fault here? She's so lucky that people in the wealthy class are even letting her eat it all. I was just helping her eat is all. God damn it, how can you do this to your own mother? It is all her fault.
Ah, so there's the truth. I see, Mom. There's no getting through to you now. I'm done. I give up. I'm sorry, but I have nothing else to talk to you about. I hope you live a happy life and you're able to turn things around.
Wait, hang on. Hey, Sherry, how are you holding up? You doing all right? If you want, I'll help pack your shit. I'm actually really good at packing, and I've got so much time on my hands. You know, without being investigated and all. You little... How much are you going to mock me before you're finally satisfied, huh? Why are you bullying me like this? I mean, come on, I'm not ruthless. You're packing your things all on your own, right? No one should have to do that all by themselves. And Jesse? Oh my gosh. I always wanted a tough father-in-law, but Jesse went above and beyond. He said, "Get the hell out of my house, woman." Ah, words from an angel. You must have really been surprised by that video. How kind are you to everyone else? Literally no one was expecting you to be that bad. Ugh, damn you. I also heard from Daniel how the relatives reacted, by the way. Did I tell you? He said they were petrified watching you assault your own son's fiancé. You apparently don't have the balls to just stay at the house when everyone is judging the crap out of you. I probably wouldn't be able to be around all the judgment either. I'm actually really worried considering you just lost everyone's support and you've realized how lonely you are after pushing everyone away and you're packing alone. It's all your fault. This is all your fault. I didn't do anything wrong. If you just shut up and listened to me and stayed in your own poor lane, then none of this would have happened. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Jesus, you're like a broken record. Poor lady. I'll just let you keep talking, but, I'm curious. Where are you planning on living from now on? It's not like you have any money of your own, right, Mrs. Wealthy Class Lady? You're literally losing your own home. The place that you used to call yours, with all your memories gone, poof. Shut up! I have a few people that I can think of. People that are way too powerful for the likes of you to understand. I have at least a couple people. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm hearing news that your relatives have actually cut ties with you completely. So your friends in high places must be completely unrelated to you, huh? Or are you just bullshitting like you usually do? Come on, Sherry, let's face reality together. Say it with me. I have no more friends, no money, no family, no one is on my side, and I am all alone. I'm not gonna let you go so easily either. I'm going to sue you for every penny and dime that I need for my treatment. It doesn't stop there either. You're going to pay for all of my emotional damage too. I kind of understand where you're coming from, Sherry. I do. You know, some lowlife like me being with such a classy young man like your son. Although, I heard that you were also very poor, and you slept with some random rich guy, got pregnant, and suddenly became right? And yet, you have the audacity, even after knowing how much of a struggle it can be, to make fun of people. You really are a work of art. Wait, what? How could you know that? There's no way you should know all of that. I kind of figured that was the case, but who knew? I checked up on my sources and they confirmed my suspicions. Who knew that my hunch was so accurate, huh? I didn't realize how good I was at predicting the future. I want to tell you the truth. Ever since I was young, I grew up in the slums and in my house. Oh, sorry. I don't give a shit about your upcoming at all. You can keep all of that to yourself. Why the hell do I have to waste my valuable time listening to you ramble on about nothing? Afterwards, I sued Sherry just like I told her I would. I was able to receive quite a lump sum of money thanks to the beautiful justice system. She actually ended up having to take out a lot of loans to make sure I was paid off. So, in other words, she had no job, no trust, and no house either. She must have been pretty depressed and hopeless. She was eventually arrested on several counts of aggravated assault and is currently serving time in one of the lovely penitentiaries the state has to offer. I think it's probably pretty nice, considering she's able to spend her days with a place to stay instead of under a bridge. But who knows how she feels, right? She was such a celebrity, a main character, full of pride, but then she has to put up with living in a tiny, damp cell full of other inmates who are willing to shove her face into a steaming pot roast. Whatever, best of luck. I, on the other hand, was able to get married to Daniel without any further hiccups. And who knew things would move so fast? I was blessed with a child. I live every day filled with joy and hope for the future. Daniel and I are working hard to make sure our child is in a bright and happy household with no toxicity or judgment. To be fair, I did marry someone who was incredibly rich too, so I should make that obvious. But I just have to make sure that I don't lose my mind like Sherry did, you know? I tell myself nice little mantras every day to remind myself that I don't want to be like that crazy lady.